BTS news today. The entertainment world was again rocked by a shocking statement coming from one of BTS's members, Jimin, who finally decided to speak up about the deep reasons behind the news that Jungkook wanted to leave BTS. This rumor has been a hot topic among fans for some time, but there was never a direct confirmation from the agency or BTS members themselves until Jimin decided to reveal it. In an atmosphere full of emotion, the exclusive interview became a moment that will never be forgotten by the ARMY around the world. And even more surprising, HYB's founder, Bang Si-hyuk, chose to remain silent despite his name being dragged in the whirlpool of the news. What exactly happened? It all started when a short video of less than 2 minutes was widely circulated on social media, showing Jimin with eyes that looked tired but full of determination, talking to the camera. Not on stage, not in an official press conference, but in an atmosphere that looked like a simple hotel room. His first sentence made anyone who watched it instantly transfixed. "I can't be silent any longer. It's about Jungkook, and about all of us." The video immediately went viral. Within minutes, the hashtags #ProtectJungkook and #WeStandWithBTS flooded Twitter and other platforms. Armies around the world are starting to panic, wondering if this is a sign that a big change is coming in the formation of BTS, the legendary boy group that has been around for more than a decade. However, when Jimin finally released the full version of his statement, the truth revealed was much more complex than just a desire to leave. It's about burnout, inner conflict, systemic pressure, and unrequited love by the world of the entertainment industry. In a longer statement, Jimin explained that during this time Jungkook had borne a much greater burden than the outside world could understand. As maknae, or the youngest member, Jungkook is always required to show his best side, both vocally, in performance, and in personality. He was referred to as the Golden Maknae, not without reason, but the title came at a great price. Jungkook rarely shows what he feels, Jimin said, looking down. He always smiles, laughs, looks perfect. But in spite of all that, she once told me that she felt empty. That he no longer knows if he is doing all this because he loves music, or because he is afraid to disappoint people. The statement was striking. For many of the soldiers who idolized Jungkook for his incredible dedication, hearing that he questioned his own identity and purpose was a slap in the face. More surprisingly, Jimin said that Jungkook had actually considered leaving the group, not because of internal conflicts, but because he felt too burdened with outside expectations. He told me, "Hyung, I'm afraid I'm just a puppet. I'm afraid I'm just a singing and dancing machine, not a human," Jimin said in a trembling voice. That night, I could only hug her and cry, because I know he's not lying. At the same time, public attention was drawn to Bang Si-hyuk, the founder of Big Hit, which is now HYB Corporation. When asked to confirm Jimin's statement, he declined to comment. Bang Si-hyuk's silence adds to public speculation that there is something bigger and more complicated behind it all. Several inside sources who did not want to be named revealed that over the years, pressure from the industry, sponsors, and international contracts left the BTS members with almost no personal space. Although they still appear with a smile and a positive aura, the reality is that they live under the shadow of cameras 24/7. For someone like Jungkook, who grew up in the global spotlight from a young age, that pressure feels like a shackle that's hard to let go of. However, this news about wanting to leave is not just about fatigue. Jimin revealed that there was one important moment that became a turning point for Jungkook. The moment happened a few months before this video was released, precisely during the last concert before the members began serving in the army. After the concert, he sat alone in the dressing room. No one's talking, but I saw him write something in his notebook. Then he said to me, "Hyung, this might be the last time I'm here." Jimin thought it was just a spontaneous speech because of the emotions after the concert. But a few weeks later, Jungkook sent a long message through KakaoTalk that made Jimin cry all night. He said he wanted to find the meaning of his own life, that he wants to know what the world is like outside of BTS. In the meantime, fans are trying to digest all this information with a heavy heart. Many cried, many sent messages of support. Not a few are also angry with the agency because it is considered too pressuring the members for commercial gain. But most of the army actually showed extraordinary solidarity, showing that they love Jungkook as a human being, not just as an idol. As this news continues to roll in, many are wondering, what is the next step? Is Jungkook really leaving? Will BTS change their formation? What will be the fate of the group after all members have completed their military service? Until now, there has been no official statement from HYB or Jungkook himself. But Jimin's last words in the video became the most emotional ending of all. No matter what happens, please love Jungkook like you love him today. Even if she no longer sings on stage. Even if he chose a different life path. Because she deserves to be loved not because she is the golden magne, but because she is Jungkook, a beautiful human being. The atmosphere of the entertainment world has not yet calmed down. After Jimin's heartfelt statement became widespread, a wave of reactions from fans, the media, and even the artist's colleagues began to appear. Several South Korean celebrities who are known to be close to BTS also voiced their support for Jungkook. One of the most vocal is IU, who has collaborated with Jungkook personally and professionally. In a short Instagram post, she wrote, "Everyone needs time to get back to themselves. Jungkook is an extraordinary figure, and whatever his choice, he deserves peace." Meanwhile, other BTS members, while not yet giving a direct statement, subtly showed their stance through social media. RM posted a photo of the twilight sky with the caption, "Everyone has their own season." Taeyong wrote a poetic line in Weverse, "A long road sometimes needs a pause, not an end." While Suga and J-Hope remained silent, they were seen liking some fan posts that provided support for Jungkook and Jimin. These conditions create a complex atmosphere within the ARMY fandom. On the one hand, they feel devastated because it could be the beginning of a big change that they never imagined before. But on the other hand, there is a stronger sense of pride and love than ever for the members, especially Jimin and Jungkook. ARMY showed emotional maturity as a global fandom, where their love was conditional not on stage or popularity, but on the humanity and genuine feelings of their idols. Not a few ARMY began organizing online campaigns titled #LoveForJungkook and #ThankYouJimin, not only as a form of emotional support, but also as a reminder that mental health and emotional well-being should be a top priority. Even in the entertainment world, several nonprofit organizations in Korea and abroad engaged in mental health even expressed appreciation for Jimin's openness because it indirectly helped open a discussion space about the pressure behind the K-pop industry. But behind all that, the public is also starting to highlight how the industry treats its artists. The emergence of old documentation and interviews that show the great pressure BTS experienced in the early days of their debut is now in the spotlight again. Many people assume that BTS's global success cannot be separated from extreme hard work that crosses the line of reasonableness. Some entertainment critics have also begun to raise systemic issues in artist management in South Korea. An editorial in the Korea Herald said, "Jungkook's case is not just about one artist feeling tired. It is a reflection of a system that has for too long normalized overwork, image pressure, and unreasonable expectations of young adults." Meanwhile, Bang Si-hyuk's silence remains a mystery. Many hoped he would provide clarification, or at least a statement that could ease public concerns. But until this news is written, the founder of HYBE has not shown any signs of going to vote.I. In the midst of this chaos, ARMY still hopes for another moment of togetherness, whether it's in the form of a post-enlistment reunion, or just a collective message from all 7 members. One thing is for sure, ARMY's trust in BTS is not wavering. It is getting deeper. They know that behind all the splendor they have enjoyed so far, there are tears, struggles, and wounds that have been covered with smiles.
A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate for taking control of your life, go out and